At your guys' size, how do you get feedback? You talk about that being an important of AS Color, especially with not having distributors. That makes it easier not having one other person in the middle. But how does that flow back, let's say, to the product team? Are they sitting on customer service calls? Are they at trade shows? What is it?
All of the above. We're a really flat team. I mean, for example, me, I've met hundreds of customers over the last few months, hundreds of customers all around the world. And I feed that feedback back straight away. We have customer service teams in each market. As feedback comes in, if there is any product feedback, goes straight to the product team. Our sales teammates are talking straight to the product team. Larry, who does all of our purchasing and buying, he'll hear from our sales teammates every week. I mean, there's been 2 emails this morning from a couple of the sales teams direct to Larry on some product questions. So we're flat and we're hands-on, and we just shorten that feedback loop. And I think if you can shorten that feedback loop in any industry, you're going to get better outcomes, without a doubt.
Wow. That is true. You did ask Steven, said, you talked about something with some tags or something like that before at the Long Beach, but.
Oh, tearaway tags?
Maybe that was it. I can't remember. Clive, you were just like, Steve, what do we need to do? Or what do you see in the space?
Tearaway tags. Yeah. I want to do more premium AS Color stuff, but some of our customers need tearaways.
Yeah. And by July, all of our product will have tearaways, in the US. So we listened months back now. Obviously, it takes a while for that to work through the system. I'd say majority of our product is having tearaways now coming through in key styles, but by July, it should all be flushed through and you should be able to get that product, Stephen.
That's amazing. And I remember talking to Larry about it several years ago, and he was talking about like, well, I kind of want that tag to be in there, but we're playing with the idea of, I think it was just like the basics that could have tearaways, and look how the company's evolved. I think a point you made there of, whether you're the CEO, owner, founder, it doesn't matter. Like, you're always listening to your customers. And I think sometimes, owners don't want to interact with customers sometimes, or they don't care about the complaints, but what it sounds like is, like you're out there actually listening to them on behalf of your staff. Like, how much time do you actually spend with end users, you yourself, as an executive? Like in print shops and stuff. I thought that was really interesting.
I'd say in the last, and I don't think it will stay this high forever, because I need to get a real good foundational knowledge. But I'd say in the last year, 60% of my time, 70% of my time has been in market with customers and the team. I'm talking to our sales team every day, someone, somewhere. We've got a sales team WhatsApp channel. We've got channels by market. And we've got all of our sales teammates from around the world coming to New Zealand at the end of next week for a sales summit. And that's where we'll help them really connect with New Zealand. Some of them have never been to New Zealand before. They haven't seen where we were founded and how the company operates here. And it's really important to then be able to take that back into the market. So to answer your question, Stephen, I'd say 70% of my time in the last year, that's probably going to end up being more around maybe 60-40. So 40% with customers and 60% on other parts. But you also want to solve the most important thing at that time. And who knows what the next 12 months will bring us and where my time will need to go, but you've got to be able to adapt.
Bruce, I give you a lot of credit because early at Printavo, Bruce would make these shop tour videos. So you'd go into, it would be like MTV Cribs, and you'd go through all these shops, and you were doing like a lot. I don't know how many you've done, maybe 50, 40 or 50. But it was cool because like when we'd go into them, you'd be like, okay, this is how they're using Printavo. This is how they're not using Printavo. Oh, I didn't realize you guys don't use that feature. And then you guys would build for like that end user. And I think, you can never lose that. The second you lose that, you lose like faith in your customer. Your customers will lose faith in you. So I think that's pretty cool. Bruce, you were going to ask something?
What was interesting though, is that there's feedback that people will verbally say, and then there's feedback that you get just from watching people use whatever product you offer them. It could be just even opening a box and handing stuff out, or how they're collecting orders, or like whatever it is. I would never have gotten that because I was like, oh, you click on this and then you go to that and then you double click that and copy it back. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, that's a big one with our website, the way people use our website and what's important to them versus what we think is important. So in the last 12 months, we've totally rebuilt our website from our homepage, our category page, our PDPs, all the way through to the cart and the checkout. We put features in there such as future delivery of product and dates so that customers can see what's coming in the future, how many drops. We made it quicker to check out, but you don't know and hear that stuff unless you go and watch and observe. So being able to see how people use our platform to get access to our product is also important as the end product.